I remember training with my father in the years after the rat plague. Someday, he said, our enemies will come for you. The sounds and smells of Dunwall never change much. This is my city. What training regimen does Father have in store for me
All right,
today?
Majesty. Let's see what you can do.
If I get going fast enough, I can slide beneath that. Yes.
You'll have to sprint, vault the obstacle, then slide under.
Missed. I need to sprint, vault, and then slide under.
Not fast enough.
At the right time, I can vault over them. Come on. I need to vault over that railing. I need to sprint, vault over the obstacle, and then slide under the door. Easy as cake. What's next? No way except to climb. If only I could spend every day running and jumping.
Come to me. You've learned well. Let's see how quiet you are, young lady. I want you to sneak up on me, if you can.
Father's always on about the value of quiet feet.
with a chokehold. That's one more person who gets to wake up and go home. Get behind the enemy. Catch them by surprise. That's my girl. Let's see how quiet you are, young lady.
I need to watch the patrol route. Didn't see anything at all. Didn't hear a thing.
Stay low and out of your enemy's line of sight. Crouch down and approach from behind.
Why fight when you can slip past?
Remember, a pistol will wake up everyone in the building. Your crossbow is quiet. Time for some more weapons and combat training. Let's beat each other up, shall we? Come on. The clean. That's my daughter. When someone swings a sword at you, block. Good. Well done. Very good. You've got a natural instinct for fighting. If you time your block right, you'll throw an enemy off balance. Block with your blade. You're quick. Smart moves. That'd stop even the most black-hearted killer. You can choke an enemy out, even in combat. When someone swings a sword at you, block. When someone swings a sword at you, block. While they're off balance, deliver a fatal blow. Go for the fatality.
Why do we celebrate the anniversary of an assassination? 15 years ago, in the middle of a plague that nearly destroyed Dunwall, a paid killer assaulted the palace where I was born and stabbed my mother in the heart. In the aftermath, the men who sent the assassin tried to use me as a pawn in a game of power. They would have succeeded, but my father, Corvo Attano, hunted them down and cut their conspiracy to pieces. All these years later, am I the ruler my mother wanted me to be? Now, we face a new crisis. A monster the papers are calling the Crown Killer has been picking off my enemies and dressing it up like my father and I are responsible. I don't know whether to get on a ship and sail to the opposite side of the world, or to have everyone around me executed.
Watch your step, Majesty.
I'm not looking forward to all the ceremony today.
Your signet ring. There, you're ready.
Thank you, Alexei. Open the doors.
All hail Her Imperial Majesty, Emily Caldwin.
Loyal subjects, we're going through a difficult time, but today we honor my mother, the late Jessamine Caldwin. May her memory survive through the ages.
Emily.
You look tired, Father.
Every year, I think the anniversary of Jessamine's death will be easier, but it never is.
I wish Mother was still the Empress. I don't think I'm very good at this.
You're still learning. Don't worry about the rabble-rousers, and we'll catch the Crown Killer, eventually.
People are saying it's you. That these assassinations are a misguided effort to protect me.
No, someone's trying to make us look guilty by targeting your enemies.
I wish I could just run away from all this.
Sometimes you do. You think I don't know about your nights out on the rooftops? Courage. The ceremony will be over soon.
Royal Protector and Father. I should have passed a law against that combination of titles years ago.
Your Majesty, before we begin the day's observances, we have an unexpected visitor, the Duke of Serkonos.
Ramsay says the Duke is bringing special gifts.
That's intriguing.
His Grace Luca Abel, Duke of Serkonos!
Mechanical soldiers? Amazing.
What is this, Ramsay? I didn't authorize those things.
Your Imperial Majesty and Royal Protector Corvo Atano, a native of our homeland. Serkonos offers condolences on this sorrowful day, and gifts to remind you of our nation, the rising star on the southern horizon.
We thank you, Your Grace.
Save your thanks. For now, I give you the greatest gift of all, family. I present the lost sister of Jessamine Caldwin, your rightful Empress, Delilah Caldwin.
Impossible.
My mother had a sister?
My dearest niece, hello.
It's not true.
My father was Emperor Yuhorn Jacob Caldwin, and Jessamine was my younger sister. At the time of her death, I wasn't ready to make myself known to you, and I was forced to leave Dunwall. But now I'm home.
If you really are my mother's sister, you're welcome to stay as long as you like.
Little sparrow, blackened by bad memories, I'm here to relieve you of your crown. My father's promise, whispered in secret so many years ago, is now fulfilled.
Watch your tongue. Emily Caldwin is the daughter of Empress Jessamine Caldwin.
Royal Protector, how naive to think you could get away with these murders. Living in my palace has protected you, but that's over. Hear me, all of you. Your rightful Empress has returned.
All hail the Empress Delilah, first of her name. Arrest Emily Caldwin and her father for the Crown Killer murder.
What?
Can't still my heart. will come to love me. Perhaps someday you'll see me as the mother you lost. But until then, you'll be kept out of trouble.
I'll lock Lady Emily in her chambers, then I'll bring her to Coldstream Prison until her trial. My father lost it all when I was a boy, so now I wear this uniform, and I send 20-year-olds out to patrol the rose gardens instead of drinking with the men from the shooting club.
Captain Ramsey, I heard shouting. Lady Emily, what happened?
It'll be all Captain Mayhew. There's a legend in the Tower Guard about the Empress's last resort, a safe room inside your chambers holding enough gold to buy a good-sized island. They say that this ring is one of the only 2 keys to exist.
What happened? Alexei. The throne room. Father! Nothing I can do alone. I need to get out of here.
He's old blood. One of the good families. Now that he's helped the rightful
These bastards are working with Ramsey and the Duke of Serkonos.
Gonna be back in fashion in Dunwall. You'd be smart to remember that.
How many times have I looked at that skyline? It feels like everything just changed. Delilah is some sort of witch.
Lady Emily? Where's the Royal Protector?
There's a coup underway. My father is... he's imprisoned, for lack of a better word.
You've got to get out of the tower. Through your safe room. There was a captain earlier today, down at the docks, looking for the Royal Protector. Find her. Get out of Dunwall.
Alexei, I'm sorry. Goodbye. Traitors.
I think I heard something. Emily, I know times are hard. You're the ruler of 4 nations, and I won't pretend to understand the pressure you're under. Only you, and your mother before you, could know what that's like. Whoever's killing off your enemies is doing so for calculated effect, undermining us. I do know what it's like to be blamed for murders you didn't commit, but trust me, we'll find this crown killer, and they'll pay. Tomorrow is the anniversary of her death. A sad day for sure. But I want you to remember all that's happened over the last 15 years. You've held on to the throne, and you've You've done what you thought was right for the people of the Empire. You drained the flooded district, kept the gangs in check, and yesterday we launched a magnificent ship bearing Jessamine's name. You're becoming the sovereign your mother wanted you to be, and I'm proud of you.
Throne room blocked off, we should have the time we need. Just stay here and stall anyone who comes by. I'll be back when I've searched the royal chambers, assuming I don't accidentally lock myself in this damn safe room.
We'll cover for you if any...
Family Coleman!
Traitor. That was for my father. They're going to pay for this. But I need to get... This won't leave my hand again.
This time I'll get you!
Anton Sokolov made this lock. I spent so many nights in here after the rat plague. This could be handy. The Crown Killer must be connected to all this, with the Duke and Delilah. I have a feeling I'll need these. The reserves won't help against Delilah, even if I had a way to carry it all out of here. I'd better take these. Until I understand this, I have to go into hiding. I should make my way to the docks. What would my old governess say? Callista would probably tell me to sit up straight and to marry Wyman. She'd ask me when the War of the Four Crowns ended. 1625. What do I have to do to help my father? You're not fit for the watch uniform. I need to find a ship. The city is crawling with the Duke's men.
Listen up. I have bad news. Ramsey's dead. Corporal Moore checked the royal quarters, and Emily Coldwin has apparently fled the scene. We've got to find her. That's it. We've got your orders. Spread out and find the fugitive. We're in this with the Duke of Serkino, sink or swim. There's no way to turn back now.
Shit, come on!
Are you all right?
I don't have time for games. Keep your eyes peeled.
Huh?
Nothing. That's Emily Coldwin. Oh, you little shit! Into the road for you.
I need to find a ship. The city is crawling with the Duke's men.
Listen up. I have bad news. Ramsey's dead. Corporal Moore checked the royal quarters, and Emily Coldwin has apparently fled the scene. We've got to find her. That's it. You've got your orders. Spread out and find the fugitive. We're in this with the Duke of Serkino, sink or swim. There's no way to turn back now.
What wouldn't I give for a bottle of pear soda?
The former Empress, Emily Caldwin, has been accused of high crimes against the state. Anyone caught harboring her is equally guilty of treason.
No!
Ha! I'm not impressed!
Not going anywhere! Oh, you little shit!
Kiela, sorry you missed us. I'll be taking the children away from Dunwall earlier than expected. A few weeks before the upcoming anniversary of Empress Jessamine's death. Things are about to get bad, and I'm not just talking about the Crown Killer. Besides, there's profit to be made bringing new silver miners down south, so arrangements must be made. Ta for now.
Attention Dunwall citizens. As of today, Delilah Caldwin is our new Empress. All hail Delilah, first of her name.
Further, the former Empress, Emily Caldwin, is now wanted for treason. Any of you found harboring Emily Caldwin will be fined.
That's Emily Caldwin! What are you waiting for?
get away. I should talk to the captain of that ship.
Put in a request for new boots. And what I get? A sock.
Is someone there? Very good.
So it's a coup. The Caldwins have finally fallen. Never thought I'd see the day.
It seems so. And even the legendary Corvo Attano couldn't stop it.
There's money to be made on this, mark my words.
You seem chuffed and happy. What if it all goes to pieces?
Hello?
Came here to warn the Royal Protector. Maybe... Lady Emily, you won't get far with that face. Stamped on half the coins in the city.
There's a coup underway, and I'm being blamed for the Crown Killer murders. I don't care what my face looks like.
My name's Megan Foster. I work with an old ally of yours, Anton Sokolov. We learned something scary down in the south, and I came to warn you.
I know, Anton, but Corvo's gone. The Duke of Serkonos is here with a woman named Delilah. They massacred everyone in the throne room. Then she did something I can't explain. There was nothing to do but run.
Sometimes that's all you can do. This is my ship, the Dreadful Whale. We can head out as soon as you're ready.
I need to get to Karnaca where the Crown Killer murders started. Delilah must have been down there for a while, and I've got to figure out what's going on.
You're Corvo's daughter. I'll give you that. Should we go?
Yes, I'm ready. Am I still aboard Megan's ship? It feels odd. What is this place? Where am I? I can feel something moving closer. What?
Empress Emily Caldwin. I'm a friend of your father's from the bad old days. I never expected us to meet. I watched your mother die at the hands of schemers who wanted your little empire. Then you were rescued by a killer in a strange mask. I thought that was the end of the excitement. But Delilah and the Duke are flies in the ointment, aren't they? How many of your own subjects are you ready to slaughter? And what are you willing to become? 15 years ago, I asked Corvo that last question. This is the moment that changed him. Now it's your turn, Emily.
It burns from the inside. I feel like I'm standing at the edge of something. All the stories, they're true. Incredible. This is how I'm going to save my father and reclaim the throne. What is that? It...
Know you. Do you remember? It's been so long, and you've been through so much. Even as an echo of myself, it's good to know you're there.
Mother? You're here, but you're not here. In my hand, but somewhere else.
Only the last of my essence. With you for a while. If only I could reach across this great expanse and take you into my arms. But I have this to offer. My gift and my curse. Summon me to your hand, and I will guide you when I can. Stars in the sky here. There is no sky.
Delilah slit a man's throat for a pair of shoes and painted some of the most brilliant portraits of the age, all in the same year. Survival and ambition, art and magic, with a cunning that makes sycophants of those around her. All of it leading to what you saw at Dunwall Tower. Delilah's playing the long game, and now she's an empress. But I'll let you in on a secret. She's got her eyes set on a much greater prize.
When I was 10 years old, bored with my lessons, I dreamed about sword fighting and sailing the ocean. Now I'm realizing that the world is more off-kilter than I imagined. Everything has been turned inside out, but I'm not gonna stop fighting until it makes sense again. Karnaka's the southernmost port in the Empire, once proud but fallen into disarray. Under the new Duke, the Grand Serkonan Guard has gotten increasingly oppressive. Beatings and firing squads. The Bloodflies are said to be worse than ever. This is the birthplace of my father. Megan Foster keeps to herself, like she's hiding something. But she helped me escape Dunwall, and for now, I need a place to stay out of sight. Delilah and the Duke made me look like a murderer, using the Crown Killer to butcher my political adversaries. They took what was mine, and I'm gonna get it back, even if I have to burn this city to the ground.
must be cursed. Daft old man, this is some shit. Back to that city. What would we have done in the old days? All sharp metal and shadows, we'd say. The Duke's probably not back from Dunwall yet. If we're lucky, the Howler will be distracted.
Spared so many lives, but you didn't. Why? This city is a place of riches, but not all get a seat at the banquet table.
You're up. When you're ready to talk, I'll tell you what I know.
All right. You've explained part of it. But what were you and Sokolov doing here?
The old man loved Karnaca, but he'd caught wind of a conspiracy tied to the Crown Killer. He wanted to warn Corvo.
There are reports about tensions rising, corruption, street violence. I didn't give it much mind. Usually the local authorities resolve that sort of thing.
The new Duke has let things slide. But Sokolov concluded he might be the head of the conspiracy. He came in looking shocked, and if you've heard his after-dinner stories, you know that's unusual. We were going to set out for Dunwall, but something happened.
The Crown Killer.
Yes, the hatch ripped open and Sokolov screamed. All I caught was a glimpse of someone carrying him across the deck. I followed as long as I could, toward Addermeyer Institute. It's run by the alchemist Hypatia. Maybe the Duke is using a patient of hers, the Crown Killer.
Addermeyer. All right. I'll get inside. The Crown Killer has to be eliminated, and if the alchemist will cooperate, maybe I can learn something about what happened to Sokolov. Wish me luck.
If you need my luck, Sokolov's as good as dead. When you get done at the Institute, disable the watchtower. Once it's down, I'll bring the boat around. We'll take the skiff to the shore when you're ready.
I say, Your Imperial Majesty, I have something that you and Corvo must hear at the first opportunity. It concerns the murders happening across the Empire, committed by this so-called Crown Killer. When I left Crystal years ago, I swore I'd never again take part in any further political matters. I've done my share of bad things, and some good, before and after the Rat Plague. But here in Karnaca, I've uncovered a terrible conspiracy against you. Here, at the bottom of the Empire. The cobblestones smell of death and corruption. I'm staying with an associate, Megan Foster, aboard her vessel, the Dreadful Whale. We'll leave for Dunwall in the morning, as soon as the tides are willing. I keep thinking of the way sweet Jessamine was stolen from you and your father, and I fear it might be your turn to face such turmoil. I know Corvo would protect you with his life, but please do not trust anyone.
There you are, old man. I was asked to pay you a visit.
Wait, what's wrong with you? Megan!
Off we go, Sokolov, to somewhere more private.
Always tinkering, painting, or living life with gusto. That's Sokolov. Why is this here? It's Delilah. I'll always miss my lessons with Anton Sokolov. He made so many clever devices during my mother's time.
Will this place be any different had I not passed from the world? I've seen many horrors. A child eaten by thieves. A nest of blood flies. Your blood-soaked hands. So many hands built this place, and it is so grand. Was so grand. It could have been a paradise for all. Always conflict, power, greed, lust. For me, what I wouldn't give just to hold your hand in mine one more time.
Ready for me to drop you at the docks?
Let's go see the streets where my father grew up.
Off we go then.
It won't do to be recognized.
I'd take you to Adamire by boat, but security's too tight. The Grand Guard have a watchtower there. Go inland and use the carriage station. Before his death, the old Duke of Serkono spent decades building up Karnaca. After Duke Luca Abel took over, he started draining the wealth out of the city as fast as he could. Orgies and week-long feasts.
Having more fun here than we were in Dunwall, it seems.
Watch yourself on the way to Adamire. The Duke's given the Grand Guard run of the city. Strangers get attacked on sight.
I'll keep my head down.
This is a good spot. Reach Adamire, take out the Crown Killer, and find out where Sokolov was taken. The alchemist, Hypatia. She'll help if she can. Sokolov likes her.
I'll see you later at Adamire. Just wait to bring up the boat until after I've disabled the watchtower.
Welcome to Karnaca, stranger. No need to cover your face. There's not much dust from the mines down here at the docks.
What ship is that out there? You know the skipper? The dreadful will.
No, damn on that apartment.
Wouldn't miss that.
Everywhere, no matter what you do.
Careful with that sword. Grand Guard won't like it.
Fellow Sir Conan,
I'll get
in
you
the
cigars
guest
tomorrow.
absence, I have the following
Wanna buy one?
announcement. New restrictions are now in place due to the political assassinations conducted in the name of the former Empress, Emily Caldwin, and carried out by the former Royal Protector, Corvo Atano. Hey, come here.
Enjoy the air here. I, for
An
one,
underground market. Illegal trade means weapons and ammunition.
come in. If you've found this place, I'll trade with you. News isn't good, they say. They should do like me. Never read it. I'll take that deal. You won't regret it. Come back soon. I mean, if I'm still here.
Are we gonna let a few blood flies stop us?
I'm in. Just remember to move slowly, and don't get too close to the nests.
We don't even know if the people inside have any money.
Not this time.
They're dead, and the place is infested with blood flies.
Going through there puts us on the other side.
Wouldn't miss that.
I'm being hunted by half the people in the Empire. Part of me is excited about what happens if they find me.
You gave me no choice. Please? It's too late for that, Rapallo. Guess what happens next? No. This is how we get rid of snitches. Remember, if anyone asks, he just ran through it. Yeah, we couldn't stop him. Hey, is the windmill turning all right up there? No problems? Hey, where did you go?
I wonder who that was.
Something feels right.
Somebody's down!
So, let's see. What was it? Oh, shit.
More Grand Guard soldiers. Lapdogs for the Duke.
She says. Then she'll leave him. I can wait. Feels heavy. Hard to get a good lungful.
Automatic station. This should take me out to the Institute.
No one ever goes out there anymore. Or rarely.
I'm not in the mood. Show yourself!
No! Damn it!
Whoa! What was that?
The Duke is cracking down on the rabble.
Ever been to that saloon account? Those fields were shooting dice or chasing the ladybirds?
Crone's hand? Are you kidding? It's all howlers in there.
So don't wear your uniform. Keep good whiskeys that...
gotta give.
What? Intruder! You little shit! You've been found guilty. Wait for my order! Yeah! No use running!
That's it! Let's go!
You ready?
You won't get away!
Welcome to Winslow Safes. Feel free to have a look around. Don't just wander wherever you want. That area's private.
Honorable intentions, well-made plans, and yes, love. All drowning in the blood you spilled.
Blood or coin, everyone is going to pay me their due. This must be the alchemist's apartment. Alexandria Hypatia. If I could, I'd nest blood flies in the hearts of everyone who opposes me.
I spend less and less time here at my apartment, but... my work at Adamire demands it. After the horrible failures of my first serum, I'm more determined than ever to help the miners. It's not my say how hard the Duke and his cronies drive the workers, but until he sees reason, I'll do what I can to make their lives better and to provide comfort to their families. It's my obsession, this work, and the impact it will have on the least privileged people in Karnaca. Studying the original plague elixirs, I'm close to something.
When I find Hypatia, I'll see what she knows about the Crown Killer. The Addermeyer Institute of Infectious Disease. Alexandria Hypatia, chief alchemist. Once it was a solarium for pampered aristocrats recuperating from their imagined ills. Now it's a place of alchemical study. The Crown Killer's taking lives in my name, which is about to end. They say Dr. Hypatia's brilliant, but if she's involved with the murders, she's going to pay.
Looks like they're doing maintenance on the carriage relay again. Should we check it out?
Nah. I'm just making sure it's still in order, I guess. Nobody comes around anymore. But you never know when the Duke's gonna send someone out here to check on things. It's odd, but he keeps an eye on Addermeyer.
I saw something. Whatever I saw, it didn't move like a person.
Before I got transferred to Addermeyer, I saw one of the Crown Killer crime scenes. Whoever tore that old couple apart, they were enjoying it.
So what do you think now?
You're not supposed to be here! Strike it! Oh, you little shit! You won't get away!
Have mercy!
No!
Somebody's down!
I wonder who that was.
One of us is down!
Huh? That sounded like broken glass.
Shit! Come on! Hey, you! Come here! Take this!
Looking for a fight?
No, you son it!
So shit! All right, jumper! I'll be wiping off your...
You're gonna pay for his death! What do you want? Oh!
I'll tear you to pieces.
Come back here!
Time to collect this bounty!
Ready?
You're surrounded!
This shouldn't take long!
He can't escape! This head of yours is... silver!
You ready?
Let's see what you can do!
I've been fighting scum like you since I put on the uniform.
Think you're scared of me? She's wounded! Let's finish at your command!
Let me show you how I got my stripes. I'll kill you for that!
I've got just the thing for you. Later, I'll be laughing over rum about how you died.
Kneel down to your betters.
Let me demonstrate how I earned my officer's commission for you.
Protect your family.
You in military college.
The reward is ours.
You hide your face.
Take this, girl.
Another victim. I know you're here somewhere. Shit. What's going on? I'm not impressed.
You and me now!
The alarm! What's going on?
Need some help over here!
You won't get away!
damn it.
What? Huh? Bad move.
The key might be in Hypatia's office.
Hey, who is...
You make sure she stays where we want her. Hypatia never leaves Addermine. Remember that.
Sir,
Hey, where do you...
bloodflies have gotten out of hand here.
Something under my fingernails again. What was I...
Your ridiculous morality held you back.
My fingernails again. What was I working with? Iodine.
That's what my father taught me, cretin. I'd like to whip up something to burn out Delilah's tongue and throat.
Well, finding Anton Sokolov, my friend. The old man is with Kirin Jindosh, who's prying him apart, digging out all his secrets, adding Sokolov's knowledge to his own. Who knows what wonders of natural philosophy Jindosh will reveal in future days. But it's time for you to come out once again. Time to play. We have need for your special talents. The good doctors do for a trip to Dunwall because Ichabod Boyle is next on the list. Make haste, and make this one messy. Give the newspapers something to write about and give the people of the Empire fodder for their nightmares.
Even without eyes to look on the world, I see so much. Once, nearly all things were hidden.
Enjoy watching history warp as words pass from the lips of one to the ears of another. Imperfectly formed, half understood, poorly remembered. In the years to come, the story of the Crown Killer will be twisted and bent, hammered like soft metal. By some accounts, a monster that had to be put down. By others, a victim of treachery, preserved, because in the end, you found another way. But you'll always remember the truth, won't you? Your truth, at least.
follow without remorse. This path of yours leads you astray.
Once that watchtower is down, Megan can pick me up.
Watchtower has spotted someone!
Alarm!
You ready?
What the? Stop!
That's it!
You aren't going anywhere! It's you and me now!
Leave this place yet. I don't like it. Ready now?
Yes. Let's get back to the ship.
You didn't find Sokolov?
No. But I killed Hypatia.
You what?
She was the Crown Killer. The Duke tricked her into injecting herself with a flawed version of her serum. It changed her. She wasn't even aware of it.
Crazy. What about Anton?
I gave him to a man named Kieran Jindosh. Do you know who that is?
Everybody knows him. The grand inventor of Zirconis.
And who's next? In his day, Sokolov was Dunwall's genius. His inventions transformed the city. I watched from the tower as they changed the capital into a prison, and listened as he drank and laughed, telling my mother time and again how brilliant he was. After her death, Sokolov's inventions helped a tyrant as Karnaka's genius. The mad inventor who's given the Duke sinister machines that move like people but aren't. Clockwork soldiers that fight and kill. I've got to find out where Sokolov's being held and bring the old man back alive. Rescue one genius and kill the other before he creates an army of clockwork soldiers.
Of those who bow the most deeply, or some such. It's time to go get Sokolov. Ready?
Ready.
All right, let's get underway. Jindosh is important to the Duke's inner circle. The Grand Guard watches his mansion, and they'll call down the entire city if they find out who you are.
I'll make sure they don't. You said there's a wall of light cutting off access to the carriage station?
Yes, but there's a black market shop nearby. They sell on the sly. Ever use a rewiring tool?
Corvo taught me the theory.
Good. Get past the wall of light, then ride the carriage to where Jindosh lives. And there's a reason people are afraid of his mansion.
I'll get it done.
Emily, take care of this crazy man and his clockwork soldiers, then bring Sokolov back. He means a lot to me.
Malcontents are saying that our bridges are crumbling, that people are leaving our cities. But as I look out from the windows of the Grand Palace, I know these are lies. Sarkonis is a land of riches. Yes, some people are poor because they're lazy. Capital City, there are abandoned buildings full of blood flies. There have always been blood flies. There always
Should
will
have listened to Mom and become a hairdresser.
It's the way of the world. Things rot. They fall apart. You squeeze out every drop of wine you can, and then you pass into nothing.
I'm always alert. Always. You don't gotta say it twice. No one knows what's happening. Could be anything. Just gotta watch my own back.
Once they say something's amiss.
What was that?
Who does things like that? Something feels wrong.
I wonder who that was.
Someone's shooting at us! Did you hear that?